Schumann about this. He's a Gaza resident who lived through this war and the recent Israeli operations in Rafah and Khan Yunis before moving to Qatar. Mansour, good to have you with us again on Al Jazeera. Let's start with what's happening in the south, in Khan Yunis. It's an area you know very well. Israel has issued another evacuation order for Khan Yunis. This is an area that they'd already bombed. There'd been an operation there. They left on April 7th, but now they're back. First of all, when they issue the evacuation order to people, what happens? How much time do people have to leave before the actual operation begins?
A few hours. What happened in this case is that, as per the people I know on the ground, first of all, pamphlets were thrown on them from the sky. And then there would be rumors online through different WhatsApp groups that, you know, the Israeli forces are going to enter the eastern part of Khan Yunis, so you need to evacuate. And finally, they would see an official order come to them through speakerphones and through Facebook pages and internet pages of the different areas that they need to evacuate within the next hour or so, so that the Israelis can come and cause whatever they want to do. This is a never-ending scenario. It's happening not only in Khan Yunis, but in other cities and locations across Gaza Strip. And unfortunately, no one is able to put a stop to this. So the people on the ground are suffering, Khan Yunis is suffering, and we need to put an end to this as soon as possible.
As Hani, our correspondent, was telling us, some people, even with the evacuation orders, choose to stay because they have nowhere to go, nowhere safe at least they can go to.
Yes, not only nowhere safe, but there is, like you said, nowhere to go to, unfortunately. And even if they are safe, the areas that they're going to relocate to has no food or water or shelter for them and their children and their families. So a lot of people are saying, you know what, if we're going to die, let's die on our homes. Let's die where we need to be, unfortunately. It's very sad that we're watching this happening time and time again to different areas and nothing to be done about it.
Yeah. What does that suggest, the fact that this is happening time and time again in different areas which Israel had said they'd cleared in the past, like Shujaia in Gaza City, they'd been in there, like Khan Yunis, there was an operation in there in April. They said they'd cleared it, and then they go back. What does that suggest to you about the way they're conducting the war and the type of resistance they're facing from the Palestinian factions?
I think it's a genocidal way of conducting the war. It's a way of trying to exterminating the people, trying to uproot them from wherever they have been living for centuries, trying to ensure that civil unrest continues. And it's a kind of psychological warfare against the ordinary civilian on the ground in order for them not to feel safe and in order for them to completely submit to any demands made by the IDF moving forward in any of the negotiations that are happening.
But they're facing stiff resistance, it seems, from the Palestinian factions, whether in Khan Yunis or Shujaia.
Not only stiff, but escalating. And I think that's one of the things that is bothering the IDF, is that despite 9 months of putting these people through everything gruesome, the escalating violence continues from both sides. And I don't understand why don't the sane people in the Israeli side see this, that they're only making the Palestinian people stronger, and people who are on the neutral side are now starting to see that, no, we need to also fight back, right? Whether it be through peaceful or non-peaceful means.
Mansour, always good to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Al Jazeera. Mansour Schumann, a Palestinian journalist and humanitarian on the NewsHour with us. Elsewhere.